Yeah, good day, guys. It's back to be, on set. Today, I'll be, talking about a particular problem we faced, a particular challenge, we face when, giving our speech or when doing public speaking, like when speaking in the public. Now, this challenge is what we are going to be looking at, and the challenge is called public speaking apprehension. That's what we are going to be looking at. Public speaking what? Apprehension. Now, in the course of reading, I came across a book that I read, I read a book rather, and that book was titled The Challenge of Effective Speaking. The Challenge of Effective Speaking. So there I got a glance of this, topic, public speaking apprehension, and I think is pertinent for me to share it with you guys because most of us face this same challenge. Okay, so today we're looking at public speaking apprehension. Now, what is public speaking apprehension? Now, public speaking apprehension literally means the level of fear a person experiences when anticipating or actually speaking to an audience. Like when you're expecting, to speak to an audience, you're being expectant, to speak to an audience, and you know that today you're going to give a speech, something like that. There is just this phobia that pops out. That just comes out, and you are like feeling condescending. You don't want to speak anymore. Okay? And this thing happen in phases. Some people, it start at the very beginning of that speech, like before they even start, they've started having this apprehension. Why some? It's when they start giving that speech, when they begin to look at faces and they see that these faces are kind of displeasing, they begin to look confident. While some of them, doing that speech, as they go on, they later adapt and gain momentum and begin to speak confidently and fluently. So, these stages, then we can divide them into three. The first one is the anticipation stage, which I said earlier on. That is the stage you experience before the speech. And the second one is the confrontational phase. That is the fear you experience when delivering the speech. Then the adaptation phase. As you deliver the speech, you begin to what? Gain momentum. You begin to, become articulated, and that fear all of a sudden disappears. That is why it's called the adaptation phase. Now, we quickly will be looking at the causes of what? Public speaking apprehension. Now, what are the causes of public speaking apprehension? Now, first is it mostly caused by self-talk. Yes, like some people, before delivering the speech, they've condemned themselves already. They are optimistic about the whole thing. They're pessimistic about the whole speech. That these people that I'm delivering it to, they're going to be laughing at me. That some of them are going to be looking at me like as if I sound weird, something like that. You've condemned yourself before delivering the speech, so you don't expect you to, deliver the speech with confidence. Okay. Now, the second one is biological based temperament. That is inborn apprehension. There are some people that are naturally, filled with this paranoia. Yes, all those little things that are filled with, fear. That one is biological. So those people, it's very difficult for them to give speech. Okay. Now another one is previous experience. Yes, previous experience matter. Maybe you gave a speech last week and nobody, gave you an applause, or people were just looking at you like this one, like something that is odd, like your speech is odd, it's kind of weird, like nobody was, giving you the accolade for giving a good speech. You knew within you that your speech was not accepted by the audience. So when giving a speech next time, you will still be feeling that, guilt that wow, my speech cannot be good this time because the other one I flopped it. So this one I may flop it away. Okay.
Now another one is the level of skills we have.
Yes, some of us, because maybe we are less educated, or we don't have some skills. It may not even be education. Like some people know how to speak in public more than others, while some doesn't know how to speak in public. So if you don't know how to speak in public, you're not that you're not that bold. You're a kind of shy person. It will affect you. If you're a kind of person that feel condescending, all of a sudden you begin to feel condescending. Like you feel inferior. You have this inferiority complex. You have low self-esteem. It matters in delivering speech. So if you have these problems, then there's gonna be a problem in your speech. Okay. So I think we are going to stop here for now. Then in my next video, I'm going to continue with this same topic, public speaking apprehension, and we'll be looking at ways of managing public speaking apprehension, and also we'll be looking at specific techniques also as well. So thank you guys for watching, and see you guys in my next video. Peace out.